Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of Programming Fundamental using C. In this lecture I will discuss working with pointers and I will cover the various topics like pointer to pointers, pointers to a structure, passing pointer as a function arguments, returning a pointer from a function, then I will see an example program. So, in the previous lecture, I have discussed about the pointers, its various advantages, and the various operators used with pointers like address operator and asterisk operator. And I also explained you how to declare a pointer variable, how to assign value, and how to access value. Now here I will discuss first pointers to pointer concept. As we know, pointer is a type of data in C language. So we can also have pointers to pointers. Just as we have pointers to integers, pointers to pointer offers flexibility in handling arrays, passing pointers variable to functions, etc. So the general form of mm, declaring a pointer to pointer you can see here. Uh, with the help of data type and double asterisk and uh, pointer name or variable name. So in this concept, you can see here there are two uh, variables here, two pointers here variable, and this pointer points to this pointer, and this pointer is point to this variable. It means this pointers contains the address of this variable, and this pointer contains of this pointer's address. So you just see this pointer directly point this value. So this concept is known as pointer to pointer variables concept. Here with the help of example I want to show you as we have seen also in the previous lecture. You just see example here a equals to 10 and there is a one pointer variable that is int v and another variable is c. It is pointer to pointer variable because of it is prefixed by double asterisk. So in this case here B contains the address of A and C contains the address of B. Means there are three variables here. There is a variable A. It may have also its address. B also have its own address and C also have its own address. Variable A contains value 10 and variable pointer variable B contains the address of A and variable C pointer C contains the address of B. Means here C directly point to variable A. So when you execute this program, then it will print first the address of A, address of A means when you print this use this statement. So here you see it is written B. So what contains B? B contains the address of A. Means value which is stored at variable B, that is address of A. So this will print the address of A because B contains the address of A. So whenever this statement will executed, it will print the address, whatever address will be A. And the next statement, address of B. So which variable contains address of B? That is C. Means here C contains the address of B. So with the help of this statement, you can print the address of B with the help of C because C contains the address of B. As a value, address of C is stored as a value at B. And next statement, value stored at B. I told you earlier, asterisk B means value at B means the address V contains address of another variable and its value. So here B holds the address of A. So with the help of this statement, it will print the value of A 10 because B contains the address of A. Now see the last statement, value stored at C. So this is the example of pointer to pointer way, because C contains the address of B and B contains the address of A. So C directly point to A. So here the value which is going to print, that is 10, because C contains the address of A. Here you just see value at C, just see one asterisk. Suppose you just imagine here there is only one asterisk, means value at C. So C contains address of B as a value, and then asterisk means whatever address contain B, its value. So pointer to pointer means C contains the address of B, B contains the address of A. So with the help of this statement, asterisk asterisk double asterisk C, it will also print the value of A, that is 10. So this is the example of pointer to pointer. Now I will see another example. First you see the output of the address. Suppose I have assumed here address of A is equals to 2556 and address of B is 2560. So value stored at B is 10 and value stored at C also 10. So I just told you here the value at B is 10 because B contains the address of A and value of A is 10, then it will print 10. But in this case it will also print 10. So you just understand the program and execute. I advise you to just execute and provide different values and manipulate these variables here, so that you can clear the concept of pointer. Now see another example of pointer to pointer. Here I have taken three variables, that is B, A and num. So with the help of diagram you just see here, B contains address of A and A contains address of num, because here there are three variables B, A and num. So all the variables have its own address, unique address. So here B, address of B is 3564, address of A is 3562 and address of num is 3560. So with the help of arrow I want to show you A contains the address of num. So address of num is 3560. So you can see here A hold as a value address of num, and we hold a value, that is 356 as a value, that is the address of A, which is 3562. So when you print value at A asterisk A, so it will be 5. Value at A means the address stored at A, its value, whatever address is stored at A, that's value. So at the address of 3560 there is value stored 5. So value at A means value contains the address of num, so value will be 5. And in this example, in this variable, that is B, B contains the address of A. So B directly points the value of num, that is 5. So suppose you want to print the 5 with the help of B, so you have to write asterisk asterisk B, print asterisk double asterisk B, then it will print value of num, that is 5. So in this example, just to take the program as I show you the diagram. I have written a program here. So num is equal to 5. There are two variables a and b. A is a pointer variable and b is pointer to pointer variable. So in this case, a equals to address of num and b equals to address of a. We just see here with the help of this diagram. A contains address of num, b contains address of a. So b contains here, b contains the address of a, means b directly point to variable num. So when you evaluate this program, address of num variable is what will be the address of num, whatever value num has. Suppose in this case here the address of num is 3560. So with the help of first statement, it will print the value 3560. That is the address of num variable. And next statement is address of variable, address of a variable is whatever a contains the address, a contains address 3562, so it will be print here. Now next statement is value of b variable is, that will be printed by asterisk a, means value at a contains the address of num. So here it will print the value of num, that is 5, because b variable contains what? Contains the address of a, and a contains the address of num, and address of b variable is b, address of b. So whatever b have address, that is 3564, it will print 3564. And last statement is value of asterisk b variable is asterisk b. What it means? A contains the address of num, b contains the address of a. So double asterisk b means it will also print 5. So you just see here output, address of num variable is 3560, address of a variable is 3562 as I show you in the diagram, and value of asterisk a will be 5, address of b will be the address of b, whatever address, and these address value are just assumed value. Real value you will find when you will execute the program in reality. And value of double asterisk b, that is variable, is 5. So I have explained you the concept of pointer to pointer variable by taking two examples with diagram. So I advise you just type the program and execute it properly, and make many modification in the value and different variables used, and try to understand the concept of pointer and pointers to pointers. When you will practice, then definitely you will get the concept. Now I will discuss about pointer to structure, pointer and structure. So similar to other type of pointers, we can have to pointer a structure. That is, we can also point a pointer to a structure. A pointer to structure variable can be declared by prefixing the variable name by a asterisk symbol. So here to access member of structure with the help of structure variable, the dot operator is used, and when we have pointer of structure type, then the arrow operator is used to access the structure member. As you know the concept of structure, so I have used these concept in the previous lectures, So I think you must have familiar about the dot operator and arrow operator. Okay. So now I will show you an example. With the help of example, I want to clear the concept. So see here example, and you must have cleared the concept of structure. Here there is a structure named a student. It has three data members: int id, character name, and float marks. So this is the structure that is named students. Here I have started a main program, main function. I have taken a local variable that is I. Okay. So uh, further, these are the simple statements as you see in the previous example. Here I have declared two variables, structure variables, that is struct students stu, and one variable is a pointer type variable. It is a variable just to access the data member of this structure, that is a student, but it is pointer type. So here you can see two structure variables. One is normal variable and another one is a pointer type variable. So just see the statement printf the id. Here I am going to initialize the values to the first record. Basically there is only one record here. So when you enter id, it will store at the place of stu id whatever value you enter here. Next statement is printf enter the name. So this will be accessed by stu dot name, because stu is normal variable. With the help of this variable we can initialize the data members values. And next statement is enter the marks. So because marks are float type, so I have used a %f format specifier and ampersand stu dot marks. So with the help of these statements, I have initialized the structure members, and this statement is ptr equals to ampersand stu. Once this declaration are made, we can assign the address of the structure variable stu to the structure pointer ptr with the statement that is ptr equals to ampersand stu. Because stu is also a variable of this structure and ptr, that is pointer type variable. So I already explained you, pointer type of variable can hold the address of another variable. So ptr now contains the address of stu, that is normal variable, structure variable of structure student. So now I am going to print the values. So see the statement printf the id is equals to %d ptr. Here I have used arrow operator. So in the above initialization I have used dot operator, and we can also print the values with the help of dot operator. But I show you here, I told you to access member of structure with the help of structure variable, the dot operator is used. But when we have a pointer of structure type, now we have a pointer of structure type, you can see here, pointer of structure type. Now we have a pointer of structure type, then the arrow operator is used to access a structure member. That's why here I have used arrow operator. You just see ptr arrow id, so it will print the id. And with the help of this statement, the name will print ptr arrow name. Instead of dot operator, here I have used arrow operator. And the marks that is PTR arrow marks. So here this is the example uh, pointer to structure, example of pointer to structure. So I think you must have the concept about the structure, as you already familiar with the concept of structure. I have just these are the same thing. Here I have just taken one variable, that is a pointer type, and I have stored the address of this stu in this pointer, and with the help of pointer variable I have accessed the values, printed the values of structure. So this is the concept of pointer to structure. You should write program and execute the program, then you will see the values. Now I will explain passing pointers as a function arguments. What does it mean? Passing pointers as a function arguments. I will show you, I will clear the concept by showing the example of swiping the values. As you know, how to exchange values of variables. So I have taken here one example. With the help of this example, I will show you passing pointers as a function arguments. And just to recall these concepts, I already explained you when I explain you function that is called by reference. So this is the same example here. You just see there is a prototype void swap int pointer a int pointer b. This is the prototype. Then I have taken two variables, that is m and n, assigned value. You can enter the values from keyboard also with help of scan function. Scan function you can read the values. So normally I have assigned the values here, two variable m and n. You can take any value, and I have just printed the values of m and n, just to differentiate when you print after swiping the values. So I have written here swap function. So no, here I have called the function. I have written this function here. So void swap int a pointer type a and int pointer type b. So you just see the concept of swiping. Here I have taken temp variable. So temp equals to value at a, and value at a is equals to value at b, and value at b is equals to temp. What does it mean? I have taken here temp as a empty box which contain the address of value at a. Value at a, because a is a pointer type variable, it may hold the address of other variable. So which variable's address a hold? You just see here when you call this function swap. So the address of m and address of n will be copied to variable a and b respectively. That is, value address of m will be copied to a, and address of n copied to b. So here variable a hold the address of m, and variable b hold the address of n. So here temp is a local variable. Whatever a contains, it will be assigned to temp. Now a assigned to value at b, and value at b assigned whatever value contain temp. Temp contains the value at a. So now with the help of this function, value has been exchanged. When you call this function, so whatever value you will assign, it doesn't matter, but these values will be exchanged. So in this case, here after swiping, what will be print? The m equals to 10. So address of n copied to a. So a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. But after exchanging, after swiping, the output will be a equals to 20 and you have printed here m and n. So here m equals to 20 and n will be 10 after swapping the values. Now let us see another example, returning a pointer from a function. Here you have clear the concept, passing pointers as a function arguments. Here returning a pointer from a function. Here with the help of this example, here I will show you how a function return a pointer from function. So in this example there are two variables a and b initialized by 0, and there is a pointer type variable, that is a result, which is a pointer type. Now when you execute this program, it will prompt input the first number, you have to enter the value, then it will prompt enter the second number, you have to enter the value of b. Now here I am calling the function result equals to larger, the function name is larger. So whenever you will call the function, whenever this statement will execute, the address of a will copy to x and address of b is copied to y. This is very simple concept, as I showed you in the previous example. The value of the address of a will copy to a and value the address of b copied to y. So now here I have taken just a very simple function. If value at x is greater than value at y, you just here note that value at x means the address held by x, the address which is held by x, that value means x hold the address of a, so value of a. So value at x is greater than value at y, then it will return x, means the function larger will return the pointer x, x will return to this calling function, and finally this will be assigned to result and result will be printed. So if the condition is true, then it will return x, otherwise it will return y to calling function. As you know, the function returns value to calling function. So with the help of this statement I am calling function here, and this value will be assigned to result, and result finally will be printed here. So this is the example of returning a pointer from a function. Output will be this. Input the first number, that I have entered here 5, second number is 6. The number 6 is larger because the condition. So with the help of this example I explain you returning a pointer from a function, how a function can return pointer. Okay, so in this lecture I have discussed about the working with pointer. I told you about the pointers with functions, and pointer to pointer concept I explained you, and finally pointer to structure, how to create a structure variable as a pointer variable, how to assign value, and how to access the values, and then finally I explain you the passing pointers as a function arguments, and finally I explain you returning a pointer from a function. So next lecture I will discuss some other concept of pointer. Thank you.